Wave. How long do you want to keep?
Wave.
Waves. Delightfully cheeky, snappy, sardonic, everything I'm looking for in a comedy short. They used the format really, really effectively, where we got a nice backstory, some nice clean jokes, and a great full circle finish. This drinking game and their stone-faced commitment to it was an amazing way to start and then end with. Really great volleying back and forth between them. It felt really deeply authentic, and their chemistry as friends was perfection. I loved the zippy jokes. I thought that they were really well thought out, and they also maximized the gorgeous location of it for that element of tranquility, and added like a level of status to them as well, but really strategic and effective framing throughout as well to get the most bang for your buck.
This film is called Waves. This is such a fun short. Two women sit on a beach and play a drinking game. The writing is so clever as you gradually discover who is keeping one of the women from getting out much. You initially think it's a controlling lover or an employer. The two main characters are hilarious. I love the sounds and views of the beach area, so gorgeous. Great camera work of the wine glasses and lots of distant and close-up shots of the women. Although this film is quite brief, it definitely gives the viewer a lot of character exploration and story to enjoy. Well done, Waves. Check it out.
Waves. Waves is a funny comedy. I like the idea to just these two women just staying there and just cheering every time they see a wave coming. I mean, it's the life. Well, who else wouldn't want to just live a life like that? Just chill on the beach. Every time you see a wave, boom, drink. Nothing else to worry about. I also like the way the two discussed about their particular problems and these mix between comedy but also a little bit of drama, and then in the end the other main character, she is the one starting to call it waves until we get the surface, and obviously it was a funny ending, and overall it was interesting little comedy. I really enjoyed the acting, and there was also very good direction with the final shot going above from the ground to the sky was very well done. Congratulations.
Waves. So I liked this film. I liked that it was short and sweet. I liked that it was sort of like a sweet image of sisterhood and sort of women getting together to catch up. But it's also shows how motherhood can at times change that previous friendship dynamic or previous sisterhood dynamic. So I see these women sort of making an effort to remain friends, even though these sort of dynamics between them have shifted. However, they're not allowing those dynamics to ruin their friendship. And so that's kind of the main thing that I got out of this. And I think it was a very sweet way to sort of convey that message and that image between the two women.
So I just got done watching the film Waves. Really enjoyed this film. I loved it. I had a great time watching it. I love the premise, first of all, taking a drink every time there's a wave. I thought that was hilarious. Everything just works in this movie. The acting, the funny dialogue, really good banter between the two characters. It just had such a great sense of humor that really works. The comedy really lands. Same goes for the emotional and relationship aspect of this film. Really strong and deep sense of characterization for both characters, and manages to do that in such a short amount of time. I just love this film. I thought the storytelling was really strong, really economic, and I think the filmmakers did a great job.
All right, I just finished watching Waves, which I thought was a pretty good piece. I enjoyed it. I thought it had a really great central conceit based around the drinking game and watching the waves on the beach, which I thought was something very relatable that anybody could understand, especially given the backdrop of their conversations in terms of one of the characters' personal life and her backdrop with her romantic life and how she was trying to sort of get over it within this particular experience. I thought the piece had a really great sense of camaraderie between the two leads, and they really did a great job of sort of establishing a natural dynamic that allowed two types of humor to play out, both subtly and quietly, especially with the character who was trying to deal with the aftermath of what she had gone through, and with her our friend who had a much bigger personality, but was someone who's trying to be a good friend, and compassionate and understanding, was trying to find her own way to help someone she cared about. So I thought it was a strong piece, a great sense of humor, and a very beautiful setup that allowed the piece to have a very meditative feel that match the overall themes of the piece. So I thought it was well done in my opinion.
Waves might only be 2 minutes long, but it's a really impressive 2 minutes. It's really funny, it's really sweet. It manages to convey a real sense of character, character relationship, backstory, emotion in a really succinct and effective way. I think there's a great sense of clarity to the storytelling that's really impressive. And it's just really enjoyable, like I do wish it was longer. Like, it was a great 2 minutes. I wish it was 20. I think that there's that kind of combination of clever wit and fun characters is just really winning. And also, there's great cinematic qualities to it. There's a great composition. The opening shot is really cool. The way that it literally sets up the narrative in a single image. But it's also got a great sense of depth and composition, which is just beautiful. And it was that shot and that visual quality was as equally impressive as the rest of the film. So I thought